Let me take you on a journey, one that will change the way you see everything, your life, the world, and even yourself. Imagine this: every thought you've ever had, every feeling, every flicker of imagination, wasn't just in your head. It was real. In fact, it was the beginning of something far greater, a ripple that shaped the world around you. I know, it sounds like magic, doesn't it? But what if I told you magic is just science we don't fully understand yet? What if synchronicities, those weird coincidences you've noticed, were breadcrumbs left by a part of you that knows exactly where you're meant to go? Stay with me for the next few minutes, and I'll show you how imagination is the fifth dimension, how synchronicities are the universe's way of speaking to you, and how your inner and outer worlds are so deeply connected that they're really the same thing. Let's start with imagination. Think back to when you were a kid. Remember the wild worlds you created in your mind? Back then, imagination felt limitless. Somewhere along the way, though, most of us were told, stop daydreaming. Be realistic. But here's the truth they didn't teach you: your imagination is the most real thing about you. Science backs this up. Studies in neuroscience show that when you imagine something vividly, your brain lights up as if it's actually happening. For example, athletes who mentally rehearse their sport show the same neural activity as when they physically train. They're literally rewiring their brains to win. But here's where it gets really fascinating: your imagination doesn't just stay in your head. It creates energy, vibrations, that ripple out into the quantum field. What does that mean? It means your thoughts and feelings are shaping reality before it even unfolds. Think about this: everything that exists, the phone or laptop you're watching this on, the chair you're sitting in, even this very platform, started as an idea in someone's mind. Your imagination isn't separate from reality, it's where reality begins. Let's talk about synchronicities. Have you ever experienced one of those moments that feels so perfectly timed, it's almost eerie? Maybe you're thinking about someone, and they call. Or you keep seeing the same number, like 1111, everywhere you go. You probably brushed it off as a coincidence, right? But deep down, you felt it meant something. Here's the thing: synchronicities are not random. They're clues, breadcrumbs left by your higher self, a part of you that's outside of time and space, guiding you toward your highest potential. Think of it like this: life is a giant puzzle, and synchronicities are the pieces clicking into place. They're the universe's way of saying, you're aligned. Keep going. Let me share a story. I remember walking into a bookstore, not knowing what I was looking for. A book literally fell off the shelf at my feet. I picked it up, and it had the exact message I needed to hear at that time. Was it magic? Was it chance? Or was it my inner world syncing perfectly with the outer? When you start noticing synchronicities, you realize they're everywhere. They're not just whispers from the universe, they're shouts. They remind you that you're not alone, and that your inner world is creating the outer experiences you encounter. Now let's look at the science. Quantum physics has proven that everything in the universe is connected. There's this phenomenon called quantum entanglement, where two particles can affect each other instantly, even if they're on opposite sides of the galaxy. This is where it gets mind-blowing. If everything is connected at a quantum level, then your thoughts, emotions, and imagination don't just stay within you, they ripple out and interact with everything else. And then there's the observer effect. Scientists found that just by observing something, you change its behavior. Think about that: your attention, your focus, literally alters reality. So, when you're imagining something with clarity and emotion, you're not just daydreaming. You're influencing the fabric of reality itself. This isn't just theoretical, it's happening every moment of every day, whether you realize it or not. Here's a question: have you ever noticed that when you're in a great mood, the world seems to reflect it? Everything flows, you find the best parking spot, people smile at you, and life feels effortless. But when you're in a bad mood, it's like the world mirrors that too: traffic jams, rude people, everything feels like a struggle. This isn't a coincidence. It's a reflection of how your inner state creates your outer reality. Imagine your inner world as a projector, and your outer reality as the screen. The images you play inside, your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, are what show up in your life. If you want to change the movie, you have to change the real inside. But here's the twist: You don't have to force it. Your imagination is always running in the background, whether you're aware of it or not. The key is to become conscious of what you're imagining, and to trust that the universe is already aligning with it. Let me leave you with this. The next time you experience a synchronicity, don't brush it off. Instead, ask yourself, what is this moment trying to tell me? What is my higher self guiding me toward? Because here's the truth, you are not separate from the universe. You are the universe, experiencing itself. Synchronicities are your soul's way of reminding you of this connection. And your imagination? It's the creative force that bridges the gap between your inner world and the outer reality. You've always had this power, it's been within you all along. If this video resonated with you, hit like, share it with someone who needs this message, and subscribe for more insights into the magic of life. You're not just living in this world, you're creating it. Go out there and create something extraordinary.